everyone, today I thought I'd share with you guys one of my favorite easy dinner recipes. It's not necessarily quick because it takes about an hour to bake, but it's really easy to put together and then you can walk away and go do other things. So it's a meatloaf recipe, but it's a really fast meatloaf recipe. And one thing I like to do is wash potatoes and poke them 4 or 5 times, put them in the oven at 350, and then gather these things up. The potatoes take about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, and the meatloaf takes about 50 minutes. So I put the potatoes in, gather my ingredients, put the meatloaf in the oven, and then everything's done about the same time. So I'm going to show you what my ingredients are, and I'll show you how to make it. Okay, really quick, one thing I want to say is this is not my recipe. I don't know where it came from. My mom shared it with me when she came up one time when one of my kids was born, and so I don't know where it came from. If it's your recipe, thank you. I love it, and I give credit to you if I knew who came up with it. But anyway, what you're going to need: a bowl, a loaf pan. If you don't have a loaf pan, you can form it into kind of a rough loaf, a spoon for stirring. And then the ingredients are ground beef, stuffing, and you can use any kind of stuffing. I like stovetop savory herbs, but you can use generic stuffing. You can use a different flavor or whatever. That's the one I like. And then cream of chicken soup, and again, you can use the generic cream of chicken soup or whatever you want to use with that, and then an egg, and that's all that goes into this. So I'm going to adjust my camera so that you can see what I'm doing, and we'll put it all together. Okay, we'll start with the ground beef. Cut the lid off that. And make sure it's thawed out. And I like to add my wet stuff first. Alright, I don't know what happened to my audio on this section of video. So what I'm talking about is putting some sort of a glaze on top of the meatloaf. My family doesn't like the glaze, but if you want to at this point in time put a ketchup glaze on it, you can do that at this point, but you don't have to. Anyway, from here it's going to go in the oven at 350 degrees for about 50 minutes. Alright, when you take it out of the oven, check it. You might have to check the temperature, but mine, it was 50 minutes. Also, let it cool for like 5 to 10 minutes just so that it comes out better. If you try to pull it out when it's really hot, you won't get slices. It just kind of falls apart a little bit, but after it's cool, it'll kind of set a little bit. Not cool, but just let it set for a few minutes and then it'll come out better. Alright, there it is, a super easy dinner, very hands-off. It does, like I said, take about an hour. The potatoes took about an hour and 5 minutes, and I put those in first at 350. Then I made the meatloaf, and that was about 50 minutes to finish that, and then just made a little bit of salad. In the meantime, my husband likes to eat his meatloaf with salsa. My kids like it with ketchup. I actually just like it plain. But you can try any of those things. And like I said, if you wanted to put a glaze on it, you can do that too while it's in the pan or before you cook it. Anyway, I hope you guys try this and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.